Welcome to Bike World Garage and welcome to 5-minute jobs. We all know what 5-minute jobs means. It means something that you think won't take very long and then explodes into a monument task of stress and snapped off bolts. Hopefully our 5-minute jobs aren't going to do that. In reality, none of them take 5 minutes. But this is about getting out in the garage, grabbing a short amount of time and making your bike feel better, look better, or be nicer. Simple. 5-minute job. So for this first episode of 5-minute jobs, we've looked to our trusty SV650 project bike. If you want to check out some of the other videos with this bike, they'll appear around here somewhere. And most importantly, the last time we rode it, everyone asked for a louder exhaust. So the guys at Scorpion Exhaust have stepped in and we're going to fit this beautiful carbon end can. Now, in the interest of 5-minute jobs, we're not doing a full race system, a full headers back exhaust. That's definitely not a 5-minute job. Not a huge job, but not a 5-minute job. New end can should and will be a 5-minute job. So I've said 5-minute jobs about 1,000 times now. We're going to start the timer, get cracking, and see if we can make the SV lighter, better looking, and sound awesome. So before we start the timer, I'm just going to run through which tools you're going to need for this. So you're going to need a 6mm Allen key. I've actually got one in a little socket set here. You're going to need a 12mm spanner. Japanese bikes, nearly always 12mm. And finally, to get the springs on to hold the new end can on, best tool for the job is a little spring puller. They're dead cheap. You can get them off eBay or whoever your tool supplier is. If you don't have a spring puller, you can use a small cable tie, loop it around the head of the spring, and then use that to pull on so you've got something to purchase when you're putting the spring onto the exhaust. So 5-minute job, real time, no stopping the camera, no clever TV, movie editing tricks. It's going to be me, tools, bike. We'll see if I can make it. Ready, steady, go. So first job, get the old exhaust off. Most of these exhausts have got a clamp somewhere near the header section. SV650, it's a 6mm Allen key just down here. If you've got an older bike, this one's pretty much brand new, so it's dead easy to get everything apart. These clamps sit down in the salt, in the spray, in all the mud, so they quite often get very corroded. Tip there, a little bit of WD-40, especially if you can do that the night before you're going to take it off, and that will give you a fighting chance of getting that bolt undone. Worst comes to the worst, you can cut it off with an angle grinder. So I picked my battles here because I happen to know the SV is a very simple exhaust to change. Some bikes is a little bit more in depth than this, but on the whole, changing an end can is a pretty straightforward job. So standard can loose. I'm not going to waste any of my 5 minutes weighing it, but we'll do a weight check at the end. Stick that back in the box your new exhaust came in. Keep it safe, keep it clean, because you might want to include it when you sell the bike on. So again, next step is to fit the new silencer. This RNG one, this Scorpion one comes with a extra clamp, so you can replace the clamp as well. See, if I'd have blue peated that, I'd have had the clamp on before I started, wouldn't I? Nice. So, when you're fitting a new exhaust, I always like to get everything fitted first and then tighten it up, because you want to be able to position it and move it around a bit. Nice thing about this RNG one, comes with a baffle. Why do I keep saying RNG? The nice thing about this Scorpion one is because the people that do Scorpion also do RNG. This Scorpion one has got a baffle in the end, and it comes with a auxiliary baffle, so you can stick that in there, which I like because not everybody wants the extra noise. They sometimes just want the looks and the lightweight. The next job is to line this up. There's a little bit of wibbling around to do. Goes on the back, it's going on the front. Right, nice big bolt. Yeah, that thing is because I'm rushing. A little bit of a fiddle to align this one. I'm going to do. I'm going to cheat and undo these. Again, just to get myself a little bit of extra movement on this, to make it easier to put the bolt through. Washer on the back, 12mm nut. Right, now I'm happy with the alignment. Springs on next. Springs holding the silencer on, make sure it's aligned. And then we can start clamping the bolts up. So I'm going to start with this one here. Two footrest bolts. If we were feeling posh, we'd look up the torque settings in the Suzuki manual, but I'm going to do them to about as tight as they were when I undid them. And then finally the bottom clamp. Twist it so it looks nice. Line that up at the end of it. Grab your socket set. And if you're sharp, you'll have realised I've added 10mm socket to my list of tools I needed. Done. What's the time? We haven't got a high-tech timer here, so happy with that. I'm pretty sure that's under 5 minutes. We'll have a look in a minute. Silencer fitted. One thing, we forgot to do the most important bit. Let's make sure he's in neutral. Got to do a sound test. It's not finished if you haven't done a sound test.